to another thrilling, seat of your pants, exciting episode of Prog Review. And today I'm talking about Vangelis' Beaubourg. I nearly said ball bags. Beaubourg. This is the new music on vinyl. Look, I've got number 743, and you too may have the chance to own this album if you follow me on eBay. Beaubourg by Vangelis. Look, there's an ear. Uh-oh, the prog police are out to get me. I'd better run. It's typical. It's been quiet. I've put the as soon as I turn this on, the police turn up. What's that about? So anyway, this is a studio album, obviously, from old Vangelis, released July 1978. 39 minutes and 14 seconds. It is a concept album, apparently. And if you're familiar with this record, you're probably balking the same way I am. A concept album. Okay. And it was inspired. I'm going to read from the Wikipedia page because I don't know anything. I'm just going to read from the Wikipedia page. It was inspired by the architecture of the homonymous complex area, specifically the Centre Georges Pompidou in Paris. He visited the area in 1977 and recalls, "I was very impressed. I returned to London. I recorded my album Beaubourg quickly, spontaneously, so I felt Beaubourg. But that doesn't mean that Beaubourg is only this. I can redo Beaubourg in 30 different ways." The recording took him less than a month, and that's surprising. I'm really surprised that it took him a month to do this. Vangelis noted that many people from the beginning had difficulty listening to it, but later appreciated it. He said it can be played in the background. So, he's trying to make a play for ambient music and, the sort of drifty stuff that old Eno does. Now, because I'm not familiar with this, and I bought this because it's part of this music on vinyl thing. Look, it comes with a little bag. I took it out of the baggie because I've got to play with the baggie. Let's see, 1500 limited edition, Aquamarine. Music on vinyl pressings are just lovely, and I like collecting them anyway. So there we go. I mean, I wasn't familiar with this record. I only know him for Chariots of Fire. That's all I know him for. So let's do a little looky. Look, it's got a Vangelis bag. Look at that, an inner bag. Wowzers! Shall we look at the vinyl? I've touched it. Of course, I've touched it. I bleeding played it. How am I supposed to put it? Now that's funny because it's more kind of. It's got more of a greeny hue to it. I might have to fix it in post. Oh, listen to me sound like I know what I'm talking about. But there you go. And I listened to this. Oh, somebody likes me. I listened to this morning. Like I said, I wasn't familiar with it. I knew it was experimental. I got that. I think in tiny description of it when I ordered it, it said Vangelis' experimental album, and I thought, I'm open-minded. I'm up for a bit of experimentation, if you know what I mean. I'm a bit kinky like that. Sometimes I do it with my socks on. Yeah, I do. But yeah, I thought, okay, we'll give it a go. We'll see if it floats me boat, because I like the weird and the wonderful. I have to look at this in the mirror every morning. So I put it on, and I was surprised. I wouldn't say I was delightfully surprised, but I was definitely surprised by what I was greeted with when the record was playing. For it is a heady melange of bleepies and bloopies and dronies and drips and draps and bzzz and that's it really. That's it for two sides. There is no melody here. There is nothing here. It's not. Again, it doesn't really. I don't understand how it would evoke a space, because it's not like Eno's records, like Airports and the other one. The other one he did. The one was inspired by spaces. That one, Music for Spaces. I can't remember. I'd be expected to remember all of Eno's discography off the bat. I should just look on the shelf and it will tell me. Ambient 4 on land. I knew that. I knew that. I can't be expected to. I can't. I'm getting old. So yeah, this doesn't really inspire the the harmonious complex area of the Centre Georges Pompidou in Gay Paris. I didn't feel that. And it was actually, the release of this was promoted by a live appearance by Vangelis at the Pavilion de Paris on June 19th, 1978. I can pretend I know that, but actually I just read it from the Wikipedia page. So yeah, even, I mean, it is ambient in the loosest sense of the word, in that it is just a, well, it just seems so amazingly random. The thing about other ambient music is there are usually patterns and segments, you know, bits that wash over each other that kind of bring the open-ended nature of the music together. You know, there is a framework, whereas this, I didn't get a sense of framework. I just got the sense that somebody was piss-balling about in the studio. You know what I mean? That's why I'm surprised it took him so long to record, because he could have knocked this out in an afternoon. That's what it sounds like to me. But what do I know? What do I know? What do I know about music? I know nothing about music. I haven't got a musical ear. I ain't got any sense of melody or rhythm. How would I know what Vangelis and his infinite artistic wisdom is trying to conjure up? I cannot open that door, for I'm merely a man talking to a camera. Am I not? So yeah, I didn't. It was not that I was offended and upset by it. I was a bit, because it cost me 20 odd quid as the new vinyl, you know, from Amazon, and it's something that I am going to listen to once, and that's it. I've heard it. I do not need to hear this again. He says it can be played in the background. It can, and then people will walk in and go, "What the fucking hell's that? What's that nonsense you're listening to?" And that's why in this dojo it's called ball bags instead of Beaubourg. Ball bags. Remember that. So yeah, it is experimental, but it is too far out there for me. You know, it's just, there's nothing for me here to grab onto. It is too random. You know, there's just, and I like, you know me, I like the ambient. I like the ambient, but I think if you hear this, you're gonna agree with me. You're gonna go, and again, this is Vangelis, a guy who has made his career out of melody, you know, and an atmosphere. This is someone you would expect to create the most ambient of ambient records. Someone that would get it, and that would create something up there that would be comparable with Eno. I'm sorry to keep mentioning Eno, but isn't he not the flagpole which we run up all the ambient flags? It's got to be the Eno. It's got to be. But there isn't anything like that here. It just sounds like someone messing around in the studio, and that surprises me. That really does, because it's Vangelis, who's a consummate musician. But this sounds like an amateur. But maybe that's the skill of the musician. Surely the true musician has the ability to make it sound like an amateur is playing. Maybe that's the point of the record. Maybe that is the whole logic behind it. Maybe that's it. But yeah, it gets the one play, and that's it. I don't see any rhyme or reason. I couldn't recommend. It's very rare for me to not recommend something, because I'll always say, look, give something a listen. You might like it, but this, I really think you'll be wasting 39 minutes and 14 seconds of your time. And you'll say to me, Darren, why didn't you warn me? I'm warning you. This isn't one to listen to. And if you do listen to it, I don't know, go on Spotify and just have a little, just listen to 30 seconds of it, because that's the record. That is it. There is nothing here. There is nothing here. And it's not. Some people say it's difficult listening. It isn't. It's quite boring. It's just there, and you just, like I say, you listen to it expecting something to happen, and nothing happens, and that's what's annoying about it. is because you expect it to unfold and there to be some sort of development, or it to lead. Because again, ambient records can do that. They can open like a flower, and you can go, oh, I get it now. At the very end, there's a revelation. There is no revelation here. It's just think, Vangelis did this? Yeah, Vangelis did this, and that is it. And so I'm going to give this 0 Beaubourgs out of 5. 0 Beaubourgs out of 5. That's very rare for me, because I do think he's taking the piss. This just, I don't know. And you know me, listener, viewer. You know me, chums. You know me, old faithful. You know what I'm like. But yeah. Shocking. I was shocked. More the money I've spent on it than anything else. But anyway, thank you for watching. I've been talking about Vangelis and his Beaubourg album, or as we're going to call it from now on, Beaubourg album. There it is. There you go. And this is the Music on Vinyl edition. It's very good. It's good pressing, lovely vinyl. But then they always are. You know, Music on Vinyl are always good to check out. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I've been entertaining. Try and make it funny. And we'll do this all again soon. There's only one more thing left to say, and by now you should know what that is, and that is Prog on.